Hi everybody, this is Mr Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. Well, here I am with the 20th edition of my weekly question and answer forum. I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who has written into me since the end of February, and I really do enjoy reading your emails. I promise that I will carry on making these weekly shows as long as you want me to. So, without any more chit-chat or bumptious banter, let's have our first question for today.
What is the formal layout of a letter? Where should things go?
This question was sent in by Xiao Xuan, who comes from China but now works in Singapore. When writing a formal letter, there are a few rules you must remember concerning the layout. Your own address must go near the top right hand of the first page, while the address of the person you are writing to must be placed on the left hand of the page, but slightly lower than yours. The date must follow next, placed slightly below your address. Then you begin the letter by greeting the person, normally beginning with "Dear." If you are writing formally, then you must use a title, such as Mr., Miss, or Mrs., followed by their surname. Dear Mr. Smith, or Dear Mrs. Jones. If the letter is informal and you are very familiar with the person you are writing to, then it is possible to use their first name. Dear Steve, or Dear Mary. The main part of the letter must follow standard grammar rules. It is not appropriate to use abbreviations such as those found in mobile text messages or informal slang. You must end the letter with either yours sincerely or yours faithfully, and then your full name. If you sign a typed letter by hand, you must also type your name just below it. If you do not know the gender of the person you are writing to, you can simply use Dear Sir or Madam as the greeting.
A nice email and a question.
I have received a nice email from Martinas Valentius, who lives in Lithuania. Martinas wants to know the differences between the words trip, tour, and journey. First of all, the words trip and journey are very similar in meaning. They both refer to travelling from one place to another. You take a trip. You make a journey. You go on a trip. You go on a journey. The word tour tends to be used when describing the movement through one place, be it a village, town, city, country, or continent. You are exploring a certain area. A tour of London. A tour of Italy. Another word we can use is sightsee. We went sightseeing around Venice. Or we can use the general term excursion. Having said that, the word trip can also be used to describe travelling a very short distance. I'm going to take a trip into town. Very often we use journey to express a long period of travel, taking many hours or even days. A journey around the world. Thank you for your email, and a big hello to you, Martinas, and everyone watching in Lithuania.
How should we respond to an informal greeting?
This question was sent in by Basti Barker, who lives in Germany. There are many ways to greet another person in English. In general social situations, we tend to use informal greetings, which are normally given in the form of a question, such as, how's it going? What's happening? How's tricks? How are you doing? You keeping well? Are you all right? The response given to each greeting tends to be short and polite. Not too bad. Not much. Yeah, fine. I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm great, thanks. A greeting can be given as an exclamation, such as, Hey, what's up? Yo. Just as English in general is changing, so are the ways we greet each other. So-called street slang has become popular as a result of the modern music trends followed by young people today. Of course, this is nothing new, and it will always change as each new generation comes along. Casual greetings are a friendly way of acknowledging another person.
Another nice email.
I have received a nice email from Dung Tieng, who lives in Vietnam, and asks if it would be possible for me to make more video lessons about places in England. Well, that is a great idea, and in some future lessons I hope to go out and about to various places that I consider to be interesting, not only here in England, but also around the UK. Thank you, Dung, for your email, and a big hello to all those watching in Vietnam.
A very handy word.
The word hand can be used in various ways. Hand something over. In this sentence, the word hand means give. Give a hand. This means to help someone. You give them a helping hand. A big hand. This means to give applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand for Mr. Lomax.
Handy. Handyman. A person who fixes and repairs things for a living. Handy means a useful object or something that is easy to use. Before I make my way back home for a well-deserved lie down, I would like to say a special hello to Carlos Ambrosio in Spain, who thanks me for providing all my online video lessons for free. Well, Carlos, it is my pleasure. A big hello also to Rubab Naqvi in Pakistan, who asks what the best method of learning English is. Well, there are no magic methods or one surefire course for mastering English, but there are combinations of exercises which can over time help you to gain experience and build your word power too. I have covered some of these in previous lessons, as well as mentioning them before here on Ask Mr Duncan. Being able to speak a language is a skill, and just like any skill, there are no quick ways of gaining this ability. Time, patience, and enthusiasm are always necessary. Hello also to Abdullah Hamza, who is now studying at the British Council in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Abdullah asks me to say a big hello and give a special mention to the village of Bara. Finally, a big hello to all my new Facebook friends and followers, including Alexei, Alice, Alessandro, Jalal, Juwuk, Nicole, Tigo, and Sylvia. That is all from me for this 20th edition of Ask Mr Duncan. I will see you all in 2 weeks' time for number 21. This is Mr Duncan in England saying thank you for watching me answering you. And of course, ta-ta for now.
Mm.